Millionaire dad hires nanny for paralyzed son, then sees something shocking on camera. The father who had it all, then lost everything. Lucas Carter was the definition of success. A tech entrepreneur who built his fortune from scratch, Lucas had everything money could buy, except happiness. 2 years ago, a tragic car accident took the life of his wife and left his only son, Ethan, paralyzed from the waist down. A life defined by silence. Since the accident, Ethan barely spoke. His smile vanished. Lucas tried every therapy, every specialist, every prayer. But the prognosis remained the same. Ethan would never walk again. The mansion, once filled with laughter, was now a quiet prison of grief. A new hope knocks one. Rainy evening, a woman named Sophie arrived. She was quiet, kind, and carried herself with an air of grace. Her resume was modest, her references vague. But something about her presence made Lucas say yes. He hired her as Ethan's live-in nanny. Unexplainable changes. Begin within days, something changed. Ethan, who hadn't spoken more than a word in months, began to murmur in Sophie's presence. He even laughed just once, and Lucas almost dropped his coffee hearing it. It was small, but undeniable. The whisper at 3:17 a.m. Lucas had installed cameras in every room after the accident, more out of habit than suspicion. One night, he couldn't sleep. Restless, he checked the footage from Ethan's room. What he saw at precisely 3:17 a.m. sent chills down his spine. A scene that defies science. Sophie was in Ethan's room, but not as a caretaker, as something else. She was kneeling beside his bed, whispering words in a language Lucas had never heard. Her hands hovered inches above his legs. Then Ethan's toes twitched, and twitched again. The secret she hid. The next morning, Lucas confronted her. Sophie didn't deny it. Her voice calm, she explained she was a healer. From a lineage that didn't believe in fame or medicine, she didn't promise miracles, only said she felt Ethan wanted to come back. From skeptic to believer, Lucas didn't believe in magic. But his son's toes had moved. Over the next few nights, he watched again. Sophie would visit Ethan, always at 3:17 a.m., always whispering. By the end of the week, Ethan could move his legs under his own power. A father's tears. Lucas broke down the night Ethan stood, shakily, gripping his bed frame. He hadn't cried in 2 years, but that night he sobbed like a child. Ethan walked 5 steps into his arms. Sophie watched silently from the hallway and disappeared before dawn. Gone without a trace. The next day, Sophie was gone. No note, no belongings, just a faint lavender scent in the air and a single pressed violet on Ethan's pillow. Lucas searched everywhere. No agency had her on file, no address. It was as if she'd never existed. The legacy she left behind. Ethan is now a healthy teen who runs, swims, and plays. He doesn't remember much of Sophie, just that she made him feel warm inside. Lucas keeps the footage safe, though he's never shown it to anyone. Some things, he believes, are meant to be sacred. A story that stays with you. Lucas never remarried. He didn't need to. His heart, broken once, had been healed in a way no one could explain. Whether Sophie was a miracle worker, an angel, or something else, Lucas only knows one truth. She saved his son, and she saved him too. The moment that changed everything. And as for the camera footage, the timestamp never changes. Every night it still reads 3:17 a.m., even now, as if something or someone still watches over them both. What would you do if you saw that on camera? Sometimes the things we believe are impossible are just waiting for the right moment to be seen. Would you trust the unexplainable? If it meant getting back someone you thought you lost forever?